You're watching the Alabama Weather Network.
It's the morning weather briefing. This is for Friday, October 3rd. This is James Spann. This morning, a very dry air mass covers the state. Feels good, nice and cool. Highs but will stay in the 80s, though, over the weekend. But we need rain. When does rain return? Well, let's see if we can find some here. First off, the upper air look across the country early this morning. Got a big trough coming into the western states. That's going to produce a lot of mountain snow for the Sierra Nevadas and California. Some of the northern Rockies could see a good bit of snow with that, but ridging for much of the country. And that's keeping the really cool air away. But this morning, again, we've got a pretty good fall feel to the air. There's the radar composite. Got a couple of showers down around Dauphin Island, and that's about it. And many spots are in the 50s this morning. Look at Gadsden, 52. I mean, they're getting close to the 40s here. Huntsville, Anniston, Auburn, upper 50s. We've got 60 at Troy, 62 down at Geneva. But again, high should be in the 80s today, but the humidity values will be very low. There's the watch warning map, and I do spy winter storm watches in effect for a few counties in Montana and Wyoming. Of course, that's for the high elevations, but that's a sign of the times. The east is very quiet. There is a marginal risk of severe storms ahead of that trough in some of the western states on the Intermountain West. Tomorrow, a marginal risk of severe storms from western Nebraska through parts of the Dakotas, and on day 3, which is Sunday, no organized severe storms are expected. Need some rain, but prospects are not looking good. But of course, this is October, which is our driest month of the year. North Alabama, just not much at all. Maybe 1 inch for Mobile and Baldwin counties. Have a pretty decent chance of some rain at times Monday and Tuesday, but even then, it's not going to be a washout. So the new drought monitor was released yesterday. And again, you can see we now have a D3 extreme drought for parts of Greene, Hale, and Marengo counties in West Alabama, from near Akron and Greensboro down to Demopolis. And surrounding that, we have a severe drought, a D2 for much of West Alabama. The Tennessee Valley's doing okay. They've had some pretty good rains there 10, 15 days ago, but still, obviously, we need some rain. November's coming. November is typically when we start to see the frequent big rain producers, and that's when tornado season begins. Tropics are very, very, very calm. I mean, we see nothing out there. Deep tropics, Caribbean, everything looks good. The only little X on the board is for the next 48 hours is a little broad low that's near Miami. Let's go to the 7-day outlook. First off, a wave will be coming off the coast of Africa in a day or two, and that'll be coming across the middle of the Atlantic, and there's a low chance of development there, 20%. And concerning the feature that's over the Florida Peninsula, only a 10% chance of that thing developing. The models do nothing with it. The pattern favors nothing. So, again, the bottom line is we're just not expecting any tropical storms or hurricanes for the Gulf, at least for the next 10 days. In fact, this is the output from the European global model between now and the 12th of October. And you can see nothing in the Gulf. The feature that's coming across the Atlantic, the wave coming off the coast of Africa, that might develop. And it's moving in the general direction of the northern Leeward Islands, maybe the Bahamas. But again, notice that most of the ensemble members show that northward turn out into the open Atlantic, much like many of the systems we have seen so far this season. But again, the Gulf looks nice and quiet. We'll take it. Model fans, here we go. European model. This is the OZ run, valid today at 4. Big trough in the west, cold upper trough. But for much of the country, it's the ridge. And it should be a sunny day today. Highs again in the low 80s, maybe upper 70s in the Tennessee Valley. That's the high-resolution HERS showing. Nothing this evening at 6 o'clock. Should be a great night for high school football. Tomorrow, again, most of the state with a sunny sky. We'll start the day in the upper 50s and low 60s, highs in the 80s. There might be a shower near the coast, but it looks like the bulk of the showers will likely stay offshore. So most of the state totally dry. We'll check the high-resolution HER tomorrow evening at 6, showing absolutely nothing. So on Sunday, moisture begins to return, but really the chance of any meaningful showers will likely be over the southern quarter of the state, south of US 84. So again, some rain at times for the Gulf Coast, maybe parts of South Alabama. For North Alabama, the chance of rain is not zero, but it's very small. High Sunday will be in the 80s. Monday, again, any showers very isolated. The European not bullish at all on meaningful rain. The same thing on Tuesday, and really the same thing on Wednesday. We'll mention isolated showers next week, but probably not much rain. This is suggesting by midweek the better chance of a shower over the northern quarter of the state. Same thing on Thursday and a week from today. This is Friday, October 10th. Got that big old upper high that's sitting on top of Texas, and that looks just rain-free. Well, let's keep going. We're looking for rain. This is 10 days out. This is Sunday, October the 12th, and I promise we're showing you different maps. They just look the same because the pattern is so stagnant. Upper high over Texas, ridging up into eastern Canada, and once again, no rain. Well, let's go out 15 days. This is the European ensemble. We're looking for the green line. It's up a little bit. This is between now and the 18th of October. The mean between 1/2 and 1 inch. So maybe out there toward mid-month, we'll pick up some rain. Temperatures coming off the NBM National Blend of Models. Highs in the 80s. Tomorrow morning, we'll see upper 50s and low 60s, then mostly 60s next week. We do note pretty good cool down around the 12th and 13th. Highs in the 70s and lows in the 50s by then. And the latest long-range guidance, this is for October 10th through October 16th. And again, if you're looking for a cool, big cool rush with highs in the 60s and lows in the 40s, no, that's not going to happen with this pattern. You can see that Texas remains the bullseye there with that upper high sitting on top of the Lone Star State. But I love a good fall sunset. Man, oh man, it's been gorgeous. I know we need the rain, but we certainly can enjoy these scenes. And before you know it, we'll be back on standard time in about a month. We'll be falling back. But again, just great sunset scenes in the Alabama sky. So this morning, going to be at Salter Elementary School in Talladega for a weather program there. And this evening, I will be at Gardendale High School. Our Friday night rivals game of the week, it is Homewood at Gardendale. That'll be on My 68 in the Birmingham market. I'll be on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, and 6 o'clock there from the site. And hey, don't forget, you can catch my forecast every day on great radio stations around the state, including in Birmingham, 104.7 WZZK. Thanks for watching. Have a great Friday, and God bless.